New here this morning, Maine's Bureau of Motor Vehicles is putting pause on issuing new confidential license plates to federal agencies. According to Secretary of State Shenna Bellows, the BMV recently received a request from U.S. Customs and Border Protection for undercover Maine plates. That request comes as rumors swirl about possible ICE activity in Maine and amid concerns about federal law enforcement activity in other states. Bellows says the state has not revoked any plates already in use, but has paused new ones until officials can be assured Maine plates won't be used for what she calls law